Hello, my name is Thomas. I'm a certified nutritional practitioner and medical laboratory technologist. Uh, so, how's the weather over there? If anyone can give me a shout out, like or comment below. So, I'm going to answer your questions afterwards if you have any. But today I'm going to talk about 4 reasons why you may be gaining fat even though going on a perfect diet. So my name is Thomas. I'm a certified nutritional practitioner and medical laboratory technologist, and I we help busy adults reduce their main stressors so they can burn fat, cleanse toxins, and live a life full of energy. So without further ado, I'm gonna share my screen and I'm gonna do a presentation. So just comment below and I'll answer your questions afterwards. So let me just get the PowerPoint up. Okay, so I'm pretty sure you can still see my face on the bottom right. I didn't disappear. So today I'm going to talk about sticking to diet but getting fatter. So there's actually reasons. This is due to weight loss resistance actually. So even though you're on a perfect diet, it doesn't mean you're not going to gain fat because this is what happened to me. So I lost quite a lot of few pounds, like 70 pounds, but I still had the belly fat. It's because I was stressed and yeah, stress is a factor. So let me just go to the next slide. So losing weight or losing fat is not all about eating less or eating healthier or exercising more. There's actually more than that because I've been before when I lost a lot of weight, I actually exercised like 1 hour, 2 hours at the gym, and I did lose a lot of weight, but I gained a lot of fat with that. Like I still had a lot of fat in me, and eating less. Do you know that even if you eat too little, you're actually gonna have some. See on the right hand corner that you're gonna have loss. You're gonna have fat gain, and it's negatively affect metabolism. So we should eat at least 1,500 to 2,000 calories to actually lose weight. So eating too little, we can actually gain weight, or eating too much calories, we can gain weight as well. So it's not just uh, calories in and calories out, because what drives that is the metabolism. So exercising more, if you exercise too much, it's a stressor to your body, and that can also make you gain fat. So these are the other reasons I want to talk about that can allow to increase your weight. Aging is one of them. Have you noticed that when you grow older, it's just harder to lose the belly fat? And so the other one is abnormal hormones. There's a thyroid, lack of sleep, mental stress, and other stressors that can all cause weight loss resistance. So yeah, so if you leave comment below, and I'll get back to your questions after the presentation because I can't really see your comments now. I'm on the PowerPoint slide. So yeah, so the next one, aging. So aging, uh, as we grow older, we tend to have more problems losing the fat. So the so we can actually slow down aging, and to slow down aging, we science show that we increase antioxidants. So include lots of fruits and vegetables, and I like high protein smoothies in the morning. And yeah, so increasing muscle mass is really important because do you know that muscle is involved in ramping up your metabolism? So if you have more muscles, you actually have a higher metabolic rate, which helps you to lose fat faster. So we can slow down aging by actually increasing muscle mass, and that can be weight bearing exercises or protein. So yeah, so and the other thing with aging, we can slow down aging by reducing other stressors, which I will talk about in the uh, end of the presentation. So the next one is hormones. Actually, thyroid hormones is a big one because thyroid is like the master switchboard for metabolism. It ramps up our system to speed up our system and break down fat. So thyroid is really important. So you want a functional thyroid. And also, balanced blood sugar. Balancing blood sugar is really important. That's the key to balancing all your hormones, actually. So by balancing blood sugar, the way to do that is to increase your macronutrients. So reduce the processed foods and all that because those are depleted of micronutrients. And also you want to have a good micronutrient optimization. So you want to eat a lot of protein because protein helps with balancing your blood sugar and also healthy fats such from nuts and seeds. And yeah, just comment below if you have any questions. I'll answer them after the presentation. You want to also increase sufficient minerals, so it could be iodine, because iodine, as you know, you can get from seaweeds, and that is the thyroid takes in iodine to turn those into thyroid hormones. So you need to increase your iodine to improve your thyroid function. So you can get that from seaweed. Kelp has a big source of iodine, so I will go with that. And also magnesium. Magnesium is really important mineral. It supports our adrenal glands and thyroid glands, and that balances these system balances our hormones. These are the organs that is in charge of a hormone balance. So I would take in magnesium, and yes, and just reduce other stressors, which I'll talk about at the end of the presentation. So let's go to sleep. So how many people are here get at least 7 to 9 hours of sleep per day? There's a lot of tips and tricks to improve sleep actually. One of them is to exercise and move during the day. So exercise can be weight-bearing exercise, as I talk about, which helps slow down aging as well as you ramp up your muscles. Also movement during the day. So these actually, when you do this in the daytime, it actually helps you sleep at night. So before you sleep, you also want to have a quiet, dark, peaceful environment. So common tea. And what I like is essential oil. So this lavender essential oil is what I put on to aid in my sleep. So yeah, so there's a lot of tips and tricks that you can do to improve your sleep. One big thing I noticed that people taking magnesium can actually help them sleep, or eating a little bit protein at night can help you sleep as well. So those are just a couple of tips and tricks. And mental stress. So mental stress is a big one because if we don't handle our stress good, this, as we know from research, it can grow your belly, like create belly fat. So what I like to get a handle on mental stress is practice meditation and mindfulness. So I like the Calm app for formal mindfulness. So it teaches you how to deep breathing and just be in the present moment. And also another formal mindfulness technique is yoga. Yeah, and yoga is good because it's also exercising and a movement thing. So you can combine yoga to reduce mental stress, to reduce exercise, and yoga is can maybe also help with aging. It's because your body physique improves as you do yoga. And another technique to reduce mental stress is actually informal mindfulness. This is being mindful in whatever you do. Say you're driving a car or brushing your teeth, or yeah, whatever you do in the shower. You be in the present moment and enjoy the moment. So a good example is also mindful eating. So when you eat your food, do you sit at a table and just look at talk to each other in a family, or do you just look at the TV and concentrate on TV? If you're concentrating on the TV or not chewing enough and feeling the texture of the food, it's actually a stressor to our body. It causes mental stress, and it also decreases your digestion. because when we're not feeling in the present, you tend to be in like a future, looking at the future, and that causes stress, or looking at TV or be distracted. These all causes stress and can hinder digestion. And when you're hindering digestion, your body metabolizes food less efficiently, and as a result, you might gain belly fat. So yeah, so these four things can, even though you have a perfect diet or doing yeah, all these things are important. Mental stress, aging, all these things can affect your fat loss capability. So yeah, so there's actually other stressors that can prevent fat loss. So these other stressors into infections, electromagnetic field, chemical toxins, emotional physical trauma, and as we talked about mental stress, nutrients and balance. We briefly talked about how that this is important in balancing blood sugar and hormones. And the last one is activity imbalance. So as I talked about, if you exercise too much or too little, that can become a stressor to body, and these stressors hinder your fat loss ability. So yeah, so if we eradicate all these stressors, we not only lose fat, we also boost our energy. So yeah, so we talked about transform your wellness. You need to get a handle on your weight, not just diet alone. So we can do some tricks slowing down aging, so we build our muscles, and eating a lot of antioxidants, or just applying essential oils. I forgot to talk about this frankincense essential oil. Is it has its effect on like it's an antioxidant. So yeah, so the second one is balancing hormones. You will balance your blood sugar, so you eat enough protein. Increase effective sleep. So make your environment dark and just pleasant for sleep. And cooler temperature is also a trick to make you sleep better. Yeah, so if you have any questions, just leave it in the comment below and I'll get back to you. And the next one is reduce mental stress. I talked about being mindful, and reduce other stressors, which I talked about in the previous slide. So yeah, so I can actually help you implement the four things we talk about today by a free challenge that you can join to practice these health hacks to boost your energy and lose pounds of toxin-filled fat every single day. So I share with you more tips and tricks that you can do, such as more tips and tricks in better sleeping, tips and tricks on balancing hormones and blood sugar, and tips and tricks in reducing mental stress. So I go into more detail. I go into very specific, like I talk about specific stuff that you can do, and aging. And yeah, so I this challenge comes with smoothie, 12 delicious smoothies. And smoothies have high antioxidants, like a lot of veggies and fruits, and these antioxidants can actually slow down aging. So yeah, so during this challenge, it's like a smoothie challenge that you every day in the morning, 1 or 2 times, you take smoothies to build up that antioxidants, and that slows down aging. So you do that during this challenge too. So yeah, so people have lost through this challenge. People have lost 3 to 4 pounds in a week. So yeah, and because you're just losing you're recuperating your body, so to get rid of the toxins such as smoothies and all that, and including fat loss too.